Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for mid-February 2024, or 2025, just kidding. You have this Endless Possibilities card and this It Is What It Is card. I think you get or you have had like the Endless Possibilities card with me before. And we are in a time of endless possibilities, really. So if you can dream it, you can have it, but you might have to put the work in. And I definitely would start looking for possibilities in really any area of your life that you are hoping for possibilities, right? And I would stay open. I also feel that you have that It Is What It Is card, and that kind of says that it is what it is, but I feel like it isn't what it is, is what's popping into my head with that card. Like, you might feel stuck in a situation, or you might feel stuck in some area of your life. And I feel that the Endless Possibilities card is saying there are actually a lot of different directions that you can go in. There's a lot of moves that you can make. You have the Lovers, and you do have the Ten of Cups and in the Two of Cups here as well. So a little bit of love if you want love. But I also feel the Lovers is talking about choices that you're making. The Lovers traditionally is a card about making a choice, and usually about love, of course. But this is a general reading. So you could be making a decision or a choice about anything. With the Lovers, I always say that it kind of reminds me of the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card to me that says usually the new choice is the correct choice. So if you are making any choices or decisions, moving in new directions or picking the new path is usually the right choice. The other interesting thing is you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, of course, is a card of moving on to calmer shores or heading towards improvements. But it's your crossing energy, and the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. And with the Six of Swords, this this can represent kind of like stuck in the mud energy. This guy here, he represents a guide, but he's using this long pole to push these people forward in this boat. But that imagery can represent like being stuck in the mud a little bit, or feeling like you're not sure what direction to move in. And again, I feel like you're going in the right direction. I kind of feel you are like halfway there. And it's like if you were to go back, like I don't mean this like you're going back to the past, but what I'm saying is like if you were to go back to what you were doing, it's like almost like you would be turning around, is kind of the feeling I get intuitively on the Six of Swords. So I do feel that the card itself is encouraging you to keep making progress, and to realize that sometimes we just get to a point where we are a little bit stuck and we just have to push through it. And that's kind of the energy I get off of that card. Next, in the area of what's on your mind, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, I really like the Seven of Wands, and I really like it in the area of what's on your mind. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction, and so conviction means, when you know that when you truly believe deep down inside that something is going to be successful, that's when it will truly be successful for you. So this card is really about beliefs, and coming up in the area of your mind, of course, that is a good thing. It says the more you believe that you can accomplish something or do something, the more likely it is to happen, and I would definitely make a move. Sometimes I feel the Seven of Wands says that you might still feel like you're not ready. He has a shoe and a boot on his feet here, and so the story of the Seven of Wands is that he had to rush out of his house, and he had to rush out to defend his position at the top of this hill, and he maybe didn't feel ready. That's why he has two shoes on, right? Or two different shoes on, because he had to rush. And so, again, sometimes I feel the Seven of Wands is us thinking that we're not ready for something, even though we are basically as ready as we're going to be. So, if you're thinking about making changes, doing anything new, I feel you are as ready as you're going to be. You have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. He doesn't know where he's walking towards or to. He just knows that he has to walk away from these 8 cups because they no longer serve him. So I feel a lot of you could be walking away from things that no longer serve you. This is coming up in the area of foundation. And so again, I feel like, if you're at that halfway point that I described on the Six of Swords, this is also encouraging you to keep moving forward. The Eight of Cups is a little tricky. I like the Eight of Cups a lot because I think it's a good thing to cut things out that no longer serve you, but it can be a little tricky because he doesn't know what he is walking towards. He just knows that what he's walking away from isn't right. So, he is taking the risk of walking away from something that did provide him with something. He like this could be, walking away from a job that isn't right, but maybe it provided you with benefits or something else, so it can represent walking away from something like that, where it does provide you with something, but just not enough. And he doesn't even know if he's going to find something that will fulfill him. So he's taking a risk. And, I feel that you could be taking that risk. The good news is we have the star as your outcome. So clearly you could be, you're walking towards fulfillment. Next, in the area of your past, this is the energy of what you're moving past. You have this exploration card. It says, right now you need to search and explore. It's okay to wander until you find your home. You have this cosmic egg hatching. It says, what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. Love it. So your patience is about to be rewarded. It looks like you've been patient. And it's funny, I said that Six of Swords was kind of giving me stuck in the mud vibes, So I feel like you are moving forward. You have the Hermit. The Hermit, he needs to shine his inner light here. He's standing at the top of this mountain, and he is shining his inner light, but he needs to shine it more. And the good news here is that this is coming up in your past, and he has the star in his lantern. So the star, he is kind of hiding it in his lantern. He needs to shine that light all out, all over the place, right? He needs to open up more. And so I do feel a lot of you could be kind of opening up more since you end with the star card as your outcome card. It's kind of like you're coming out of hermit mode, and that's really what I feel there. Next, in the very near future, you have this forgiveness card and this release card. Yes, every single person, I don't know, we're like in a time of forgiveness, apparently. Every single person for the past 3 months has been getting, Three of Swords, forgiveness cards, things like that. So, it might be time, or, we could just be clearing up past issues with people or whatever you want to call it. And we could be, healing those things through forgiveness and releasing those past situations. Now, you do have the Two of Cups here. So you have the Lovers and the Two of Cups, which definitely could be new love. If you do want new love, I would say that this is very good, but I would also make sure that you have healed from the past with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is usually a person who's different than your usual type, as I always say, and so, again, some of you could be attracting a person who's different than what you'd normally go for. Also, really important with the Two of Cups is to tap into your higher self, not even for just love, for everything. The Two of Cups can be you and your higher self, and this is a staff of Hermes right here. And Hermes is Mercury, which represents communication. So I always look at the Two of Cups as communicating with your higher self through meditation, dreaming, daydreaming, going for walks, downloading those messages that you're getting, trusting your gut. All those things come up with the Two of Cups, and I would definitely do it. Next, in your outcome row, you have this fear of failure. It says, your fear of failure can be very crippling, especially when it keeps you from everything. Or especially when it keeps you from even trying, is what it says. You have this unworthy card. It says, do you genuinely believe in your worthiness to attain the abundance you desire? This comes up for you all the time, Taurus, like working on your inner voice. You even have the strength card here, which is a great card for working on your inner voice. So working on those things would be very good and could help you mentally. You also always get these cards of imposter syndrome. You actually don't have any in this reading yet. That might change when we clarify. But I would say that this has been a long-term theme for you, is like working on that inner story that you tell yourself. And again, it's kind of like you're halfway. It's like you're halfway to something with that Six of Swords, right? And so I feel like you need to keep pushing forward. It reminds me of like Esther Hicks. Like I don't believe everything that Esther Hicks says, but one thing that I love that Esther Hicks says is she says, like, if you're going from New York to Los Angeles, you don't drive from New York to Ohio and then turn around and drive back to make sure you're going in the right direction. You just kind of keep going towards Los Angeles, right? And it's like I get that energy for you here, where it's like you're going towards something. The star is having that big wish, goal, dream, goal, whatever you want to call it. It's focusing in one direction. You're not, and the Six of Swords was really saying, like, yeah, you might be a little bit stuck in your journey. You might not know what your next steps need to be, but don't turn around and go back to New York. It's like you're halfway there, right? And that's really kind of like the energy that I'm getting. And I think you need to believe in yourself more. Next, in the area of the next few months, you have the Three of Cups. Yeah, you have really good social cards, even in the area of your closest relationships. You have the Ten of Cups, which could be love, but it could also, that part of the reading also represents all of your connections. So your connections seem to be very positive over the next few months. I would say all the earth signs have been getting these messages of like friends, family, people who are close to you, really being able to help you out and lift you up at this time. So if you do need help or assistance, it would be a great time to lean on family. The Three of Cups is also great for having harvest. Now, one thing I will say, Taurus, is that I do think that there's a lot of great energy for you in working with family, which I'm pretty sure I said in one of your last readings as well. And even just looking at your astrology, I think that it could be a great time. Like for those of you that are thinking about like starting a side hustle or a business or whatever, doing that with family or people who are super close to you could be a good idea. I also feel that some of you, if you like in work or business, or career, you could just be finding good people to surround yourself with, and that could, of course, improve your earnings or improve your harvest, which is great. You have the Ten of Cups in the area of your closest relationships. Again, this is all relationships in your life, and the Ten of Cups is a card of fortune after difficulty, being very happy. So there could be a lot of happiness coming in from your closest relationships or from creating close relationships, which is great. The Ten of Cups can also just represent like celebrating with people, which I highly recommend. So I think it would be a great time for you to surround yourself with people. If you want love, there definitely could be new connections coming in for you, of course. You have the Lovers, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family. So, definitely could be family potential as well. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of patience, but it is a card of working on your inner voice. The lion on the card is submitting to her. It has its tail between its legs here. And so she is the one that is in control of her inner voice. And I feel that would, if I were you, Taurus, that would be like the only thing that I would work on at this time is the words that you say to yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you lift yourself up. Like I would make sure that you're moving in a positive direction and using positive words on yourself and speak positively about the outcomes you desire. And, all that other good stuff is what I would do with that card. Your outcome is the Star, which is amazing, especially since we have the Hermit in the past position. The Star would kind of say that you are getting out of Hermit mode since we have the Hermit, and you are shining your inner light brighter. And that's exactly what you should do with that Strength card. So I feel like you are working with the energy. I also feel this is saying, like, even if you don't know what to do next, right, which I kind of get that feeling, although you have this card that says what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. So if you've been waiting for answers, or if you aren't sure what to do next in your journey, I feel that you are going to discover what to do next. So again, that is definitely a good thing. The Star really represents guidance, especially if you have that big goal, wish, or dream you're trying to accomplish. So I would just keep pushing with that card for sure. With the Lovers and the Six of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords. You want things to move faster. The Knight of Swords is kind of rushing, and I just get the feeling that you want things to progress faster in your life. Like he's, I always say with the Knight of Swords, we do have to slow down. He is stressing this horse out. This horse is meant to look stressed out because he is like forcing it to run. And so I just get the feeling that some of you are like hoping that things will move forward faster, progress faster, and they're not. With the Seven of Wands, you have the High Priestess. Yeah, very intuitive time. I mean, every planet and its mother is going to be moving through Pisces between, now and March, basically. So, through March, and then also Venus will go retrograde back into Pisces. So we have a lot of Pisces energy. On a personal level, I would just be really listening to that intuition, and especially especially with all that energy. The other thing I would say is those gut instincts that come very quickly, where you just kind of know something and you can't explain it. Those are the messages that I would be paying attention to with the High Priestess. The other thing about the High Priestess is she represents unlimited potential, and you have that endless possibilities card. So she has no roof over her head. And it kind of represents the fact that there are no limits to what she can accomplish. So it would be a great time for you to really put yourself out there, and also realize that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. So I would definitely do it. With the Eight of Cups, here you go. You have the Ten of Cups. Again, like I said, the Eight of Cups is always risky because he has no clue what he is walking towards. And you have the Ten of Cups, which is you walking towards total fulfillment. This is better than the Nine of Cups, even. So, some readers say that the Eight of Cups, he is walking towards the Nine of Cups, which could be true, but, he doesn't know that. He is just taking the risk, again, to walk away from something that no longer serves him. And you have the Ten of Cups twice. So that's amazing. Ten of Cups can represent fortune after difficulty or good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. It can suggest that you are entering into a time of overcoming obstacles as well. So I feel pretty good about this with the Ten of Cups. With the Hermit, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. So with the Three of Pentacles here, if it wants to focus, we have to focus on the quality of the work that we are doing. Now you have the Hermit, and the Hermit, he is maybe afraid to show his skills. This guy here is showing what he has created to these two people. So I feel for a lot of you that it is time to show off your skills. I mean, Hermit to the Star. It's kind of like the reading is saying you need to be a star or the star in like work, business, or whatever else you're doing. You need to do things to stand out, to get attention. I think all that would be amazing for you here, Taurus. But, again, you have to do it. So I would, don't be afraid to show off and don't be afraid to show your skills. I always tell people as well that, it's like, it's never like when I do videos, even like for my other channel or my other Instagram, it's never the stuff that I think is like super amazing that goes viral or does really well. It's always like the most simple, basic information that goes viral, right? Or does really well. And so I think that as humans, we like greatly overestimate like what we need to share. And, the Hermit to the Star would be sharing. So I feel like some of you have things that you want to share. It doesn't have to be on social media. It could be anywhere. And I feel this is saying it's like time to share. With the Two of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, like I said, if you do want love, I would suggest healing with this energy here. The Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things when there are many, and the Eight of Swords says we have to open up to all possibilities. So for those of you that want love, again, it could be a person who's different than your usual type, or there could be some sort of difference, and like I said, I would definitely open up to that. I think that will be best for you with this energy. With the Three of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. You have Four of Pentacles. I go back and forth on the Four of Pentacles. Sometimes I think it's good. Sometimes I don't. And in your reading, I feel that it's just talking about creating a solid foundation. Family seems to be very important for you right now. And again, if you don't have a family or whatever, this could be people that you consider to be family in your life. And if you have no one, then I would say it would be a good time to start making friends and developing that kind of family in your life. But I just feel very supported with this Four of Pentacles in your reading, so you could be feeling, very supported as well. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. Again, another card of needing to see that something is possible, right? She is thinking this or that, but really things are going to go this way over here on this island. So she thinks she only has two choices, but really she has a third choice, which is that island, which is a place she's never been before. So I feel that you need to, again, open up to the endless possibilities that exist for your life. And kind of realize that things can go in a different direction. With Neptune and Pisces still, even though Neptune will be leaving Pisces, it will move into Aries. It's going to retrograde back into Pisces this year, like everything else apparently. And then it's going to move into Aries at the end of the year. I think that, Neptune and Pisces really is endless possibilities. And I think we all should just stay open to doing things in whatever way. With the Strength card, you have the Five of Wands. Again, if you're comparing yourself to other people, or if you're thinking your information isn't good enough to share, or whatever is going on here, then you're going to have a hard time. So the Strength card is about taming your inner beast, taming that lion inside of you, and kind of quieting that inner voice, which is exactly what I would do. With the Star card, you have the Queen of Swords. You do know what to do. I feel like some of you are saying, I don't know what to do. And you do. If I were you, I would literally just start telling myself that I do know what to do, even if you don't, right? Because I feel like you will speak it into existence. The Queen of Swords is clear for the first time on like the direction that she needs to move in or what she needs to do in her life. And, that's kind of what I feel there. You have this Teardrops card. It says great personal sorrow. There's something that needs to be healed here. So that Six of Swords with that Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So, you could be healing something like something that didn't work out in your life. You have this handshake card. It says meeting with a stranger could be important. Yes, I would say any friends could be important at this time. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. And not even just for love. Like I said, this could be for, people who help you in business, people who lift you up, people who want to support you, and that's what I would really focus on. You have this Gong card. It says an exciting event. The whole entire reading is pretty exciting, and there is a lot better energy going on here, so I like it. You have this Casket. It says someone going out of your life for the end of a situation. A lot of people have been getting these cards of like really moving on to new things. I just think it's the time that we're in. I mean, when you think about it, in a very short period of time, all the major planets are basically changing signs. We just had Pluto officially move into Aquarius. We are going to have Neptune changing signs. We're going to have Uranus changing signs. Both of those change signs by like 2026, at the beginning of 2026. Saturn will change signs as well very shortly. Well, I mean, soon enough, I should say. So, if you really think about it, it's like within basically a year of each other, all these major planets are changing signs. It's a time of great change. So, it is what it is. You have this, it is what it is. You have that card at the beginning. You have this Nest card. It says, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, 10 of Cups. So if you're hoping to have a family or something like that, this is good as well. But this looks really good, Taurus. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.